All of those, and there's the sands of time. I mean, boom, that is. Hello everyone, Gomez here for the LAN Upcho, and yes, it is the time, it is the moment we've all been waiting for, the last reveal, which is gonna be the Golden Birdman. Let's face it. So let's get in, see what he does, see what that animation's gonna be, and let's see how we do. So let's get into this. So it is indeed the Emperor himself, Big Golden Birdman. We're going to see what he does. Everyone's assuming he's going to be involving summoning, is going to be his whole thing. Let's see. I just can't wait for the moment to be able to say that, like, you know, I summon the 3 Egyptian god cards of Birdman, Dogman, and Crocman. So let's get in. Boom. And so immediately, here it is. So he's a 3 mana, 1/5, which 5 is a good stat line. Obviously, that 1 bit is not the best, but the 5 is not too bad. But to be fair, it's like he's going to be a backliner, right? So let's see. When allies attack, summon a Sand Soldier. So yet again, that Sand Soldier is the one we saw from the other day. I did actually get it wrong yesterday. I just want to go back and correct that. It's the fact that literally, I thought it was just your standard. When it dies, it's like a death rattle. It does damage to the enemy nexus. It only does the additional damage to the enemy nexus upon Nexus strike. So it's very important to remember, but obviously, as I said, it still can go in a collector deck, it can still go in a prankster deck, but this is boom, like when allies attack, summon that, so it's summon that, and his whole thing is you've summoned 10 units, and let's face it, definitely in Shadow Isles that's easy, but also with the cards that they've given, especially those temples that you can continuously attacking forward, is going to be doing a lot. And I said, especially in Shadow Isles with Shark Chariot and things on those lines, working with those affairs, like you can get this level up honestly quite quickly. So let's see what it's going to be, and I want to see the animation and the level 3 Ascended animation. So boom. We already saw the Sand Soldier yesterday. Oh, the animation of it going to the board though looks amazing. The animation of it hitting the board. Oh, and that's what it looks like. The little animation of it hitting the thing. We already yet again saw this one. This was yesterday, working with the Sand Soldiers, and then boom, getting their stats up and summoning 2 of them. But obviously the summon works well with him. Okay, I just want to see, right, oh, this is one that we've not seen, so which is Emperor's Divide. So give enemies vulnerable this round and summon 6 soldiers. So the idea of this is, boom, if you've used your things well, in terms of the fact that you have actually buffed up these Sand Soldiers so that they've got additional attack stats, which can be done by the spell that we just saw, the 4 mana slow speed, but also they are 1 mana things. So if you use Taskmaster in Bilgewater, that increases the damage of all 1 cost, as well as obviously there's a little bit of synergy that you could do there with Powder Monkeys, especially with Powder in terms of it's a summon effect which summons all these things to the board, which is gonna work with his summon 10 to help him level up, as well as the fact that, I mean, some people might say you can throw Iceborne Legacy on there as well, which obviously gives you options, as well as the fact that Von Yip as well can be used. But obviously this is gonna be giving give enemies vulnerable this round, and then the ability to trade off with as many things on the board. The most important thing is to remember that you've got board space, because this summons 6 Sand Soldiers. Now, you don't need to make sure that you have all 6 Sand Soldiers, but obviously those landmarks start to take up space, if you know what I mean. Obviously they're gonna summon attacking ones, but still it's very important to remember that you need to be careful with the space on the board here. But there seems to be a lot of synergy working with these Sand Soldiers, and to be fair, I actually like it. I like cards like that. So boom, 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 boom. All of those, and there's the sands of time. I mean, boom, that is, oh my god, just getting to the point where I literally can just say, I summon all 3 Egyptian god cards to the field. I can't wait for that. So, wait, I need to, wait, is it just a little, I've got a little bit of, my screen is going too bright on this point, but, when allies attack, I assume that is, when allies attack, summon an attacking, so yet again, the same thing that you had before, but when you summon an ally, give us both +1 attack this round. So actually, so he goes up in that one stat, but also just every single time that you summon, boom, you are increasing which is Birdman's, I'm going to keep calling him Birdman throughout all this, Golden Birdman. You're going to be increasing his damage, but also increasing the damage of who's summoned as well. So in terms of the fact that literally that summon spell, especially if you've already buffed them, you could actually make those Sand Soldiers get to a really nice point. And the fact that you've given vulnerable to everyone on the opponent's side of the field, it's just a nice little challenge mechanic, which is meaning that you're going to be getting that damage in. If you can have a Prankster or Collector on the field, then you're laughing with all those ephemerals dying, as well as the fact that you're going to be getting which you're like, you know, like, but also Slain. The Slain mechanic works really well here. So with what's his face? Oh, Dogman, like which it Nasus. It's gonna work really well because that Slain mechanic of you're gonna be taking things, killing them on their side, killing these things, but it's gonna make him really buff. You can force the Sand Warriors to take all the hits and then have Nasus on the end or something, or even if he's already leveled up, dealing that, making their attacks go down, potentially giving fearsome to all these Sand Warriors through Sivir is also like another thing that you could do. But actually, that animation though, amazing. So boom, 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 boom. We're gonna. I mean, I can't wait to see. I cannot wait to see the animation when we go into level 3. Level 3 is what it's all about. But boom, just letting all of those attacks go in. Especially if you put Overwhelm. So yeah, again, another thing to work with Sivir is if you're doing that, the Overwhelm, if you can do that and like get their attack stats up enough for the sand things, like Overwhelm on top of all of them means that most likely they will be, depending on what you're up against, they could hit into the enemy nexus through their Overwhelm, and then boom, that is yet again that 1 point additional damage happening off of all of them. But I can't let God, I'm ready.
Come.
Oh. Destiny awaits! Oh my god! Oh, it's just, yeah, again, just the animations are so on point. I love it. Okay, so level 3, the Ascended version. Not as crazy in terms of stats on the Ascended version here, but obviously he was always a backliner anyway. So what you could when I level up, I'm sorry. What? Replace your deck with the Emperor's deck and draw 1. When allies attack, so this now changes from that 1/1 soldier into the 5/2 going forward. But obviously, there's a little bit of a problem with that in the. If you've put all the buffs into the soldiers and then literally, boom, now you're summoning charges. I mean, obviously, there's still good ways of using it. As I said, like, you know, like if you can get Overwhelm in all of them with Sivir, then you've got a good deck going on here. But also, just what the hell is the Emperor? I mean, am I actually going to be drawing from, like, can we class this as being the Pharaoh's deck? Are we just going to say, like, this is now the Pharaoh's deck? And then just say, like, ha! I have you this time, Kyber! My deck has no, my Emperor's deck has no pathetic cards! I want to know what the hell this means and what the Emperor's deck is. So, whatever it is replacing my deck. So, oh, look at that! Look how cool that looks! So, this is now, so, ascend to greatness and get the powerful new deck. So is this card exclusive? This Shimmering Mirage, is this exclusive to the what's his face, to the Emperor's deck? I mean, I want to know, right? I mean, I'm trying to, right? So Shimmering Mirage, summon an exact copy of an ally, its ephemeral, draw 1. So actual draw 1 and the exact copy, like there's so many copy cards that are coming out at this moment in time, especially the fact that you can make copies of champions. Now this one's burst speed, whereas the Noxian one I believe is slow speed or fast speed. I believe it's slow speed, right? But all there's just is this exclusive to the Emperor's deck? And that is the most important thing I want to know. Like, I'm assuming it must be, right? I mean, okay, right, and we've got Sandstorm, obliterate 3 enemies. It's a really high. I mean, are these all exclusive? Are these just all exclusive to the Emperor's deck? Please tell me. I mean, we've got another Emperor's Guard. When I'm summoned, draw 1. That's a 2-cost 5/4, and then a draw with fearsome. Oh my god, the Emperor's deck. The Emperor's deck. So obliterating cards there, obliterating cards left, right, and center. They're just going forward. Boom with that addition. Where did the second one come from? Oh, it's because he's made a copy. Right, that's why. Because they made a copy of Birdman's. That's where the second one's come from. But just.
They cheer on me. Our legacy is eternal.
Legacy will be eternal. My God, that was great. Oh my god, I cannot wait for this expansion. I cannot wait. The fact you can replace your deck with the Emperor's deck? So let's just very quickly go in here, see whether there's any cards that we missed. Those level up animations as well are amazing. So, I don't think that we saw this Arise, which is the burst speed, which is actually Birdman's spell, which is burst speed, 3-mana burst speed, summon a Sandwalk, which is soldier, create a fleeting Arise in hand. So, oh my god, is this the same thing that we had with Hush? Do you remember Hush's first iteration where it kept making a fleeting copy of itself in hand? Is that what this is? Only instead of obviously silencing units, this one is just going to be giving you Sand Soldiers, which to be fair, said if you've buffed them up enough, like, could be quite an interesting thing, right? In terms of the fact that you can buff up those Sand Soldiers and then there's this summons a bunch of them to the field of play. I mean, oh, just the Emperor's deck. I want to know more. I want to know more about what's in the Emperor. Are these all Emperor's deck cards or not? But obviously, we saw Emperor's, which it feels so. Riot, which of Negation, is a 4-mana fast speed. Kill an ally or destroy one of your mana gems to stop all. I'm sorry, all enemy fast speed spells, slow speed spells, and skills. That is big. That is very, very big. The ability to, like, by destroying one of your units or destroying, which is a mana crystal, to basically just make, if your opponent has invested, like, this is one of the most important things you're gonna need to be careful with Shurima about, is not to invest too many spells at once when it comes to it, because obviously, boom, like, if you're playing, like, a deck that's running, like, Ezreal or whatnot, and you're throwing, like, all your mystic shots out, you're throwing, like, get excited, like, you're trying to throw a lot of damage at the enemy core, and then they just go, boom, none of that! Like, oh my god, this is genius. Do we actually know? I can't, you know the Watcher? Is the Watcher's thing a skill when he dropped it? Like, does it like show up on the stack, or is it an? Because I can't remember how that went down. Whether it was a instant he obliterates upon attacking, or whether or not as he attacks it then adds it to the stack. Like basically what I'm just saying is like, can that be stopped? Because I can't remember. I would have to go back and watch that. I should have probably know this off by heart by now, but. Definitely, this is actually insane. Its ability to stop all of these things. Like, if your opponent has built up a lot of things, like, this stops a Riptide Rex move. Like, this stops if Karma has gone out of it. Like, if you've gone insane with Karma with loads of spells on the stack, this, boom, stops all of them in one foul swoop. I don't think you understand how powerful that is as a move, but yes, like, is this in the Emperor's deck or not? That's what I need to know. Wait. No, we can work out all the ones that are in the Emperor's deck. All the ones which are in the Emperor's deck don't have because they're a token card. They're a token card that's made by the Emperor's deck, so they don't actually show any skills. Obviously, we know this is from the Emperor's deck. We know that Sandstorm was from the Emperor's deck, and we know that that is, and there is no little common, epic, or rare symbol on them. So this is actually just main deckable is Rite of Negation, which is such a powerful card. So let's get into the Emperor's thing. So Crumbling Sands is a 4-mana, obliterate an enemy follower, draw 1. There's a lot of draw 1s in the Emperor's deck. Is just a vault of just keep grabbing that, keep grabbing that, keep grabbing that. So it's obliterate but then draw 1. We already saw this one, which again is like a really good unit stat wise and fearsome for 2 cost. We didn't get to see you, so the Gladiator. Are you a gladiator? For anyone who remembers that old show. 7 cost, 7 Sorry, 10-7 with barrier. When I'm summoned, draw 1, end of round, the strongest enemy and I strike each other. So that's pretty much most things dead apart from apart from Nautilus, Watcher, and the cat, I guess. So a perfection, like Catastrophe, but a lot of other things. There's probably other things as well that can get past this. I think like leveled ASOL. But that is death to many things. General's Palace, Landmark. Enemies are vulnerable. Start of round. I mean, that has to be in the Emperor's deck because come on, that's insane. The ability of boom, all the enemies are immediately vulnerable, and then like start of round, just rally, just keep going forward, just like pressing the advantage. It's the Emperor's deck is it? Oh, I love it. Golden Herald. Play round start, so literally playing this or at the round start, summon 2 sand soldiers and grant them +2/+2. So the fact that either when you're attacking or if you're defending, you've basically got a good defense, right? You've got the ability to defend with these ephemerals, as well as the fact that just like it's if you've worked on getting those sand soldiers up, it's just insane. Ascendant's cool. Slow speed rally. Okay. Right. For 10 mana. So in the Emperor's deck, this is the 10 mana slow speed spell. Immediately rally going into the attack, summon Renekton and Nasus, and immediately leveled them to level 3. Number 1, you're going to be sitting in the middle of an amazing cinematic as you watch them all level from, if you didn't run them in the deck and hadn't leveled them beforehand, you're going to go through an amazing cinematic of both of their first levels, then level 3 goes, but also just that is a lot of damage on the board. That level 3 Nasus basically fearsome and making everyone on the other side -3 with Renekton coming down as a 10-10 with Overwhelm, even just going forward and meet like that. I mean, obviously you don't just get this straight away, but the fact you can get this from the Emperor's deck is just so funny. And just the Emperor's deck is meant to end games, right, at a point when you get to this. We already saw this working in the Emperor's deck, which is that exact copy card, as I said, with the draw one. But there were what would a region be? What would a region be without a 2 mana burst speed, draw 2, Pot of Greed coming from? I mean, actually no, that is an Emperor's card. That's not a standard card. Pot of Greed is in the Emperor's cards because yet again there is no gem here letting me know that this is a standard thing that I can just play. It is a token card, but amazing card. Oh my god, all these cards. I honestly cannot wait for the expansion tomorrow. Just there's so many great cards and things that are happening here. I cannot wait to play the Emperor's deck. Just insane, right? I said these are just my thoughts. This is amazing. I'm enjoying this so much. It was a summon effect. People did say that Birdman would have a summon effect, and my god, this just that level 3, that deck that he creates. Oh, it's too good. It's too good. But please let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. What I want to know is how this works with Watcher. By that, I mean, if Watcher destroys your deck, does the Emperor's deck take place? Does the Emperor's deck have the exact same amount of cards as your deck did have? Like, so basically, if you're down to only, like, you know, a few cards, does he only replace that many cards? Or is the Emperor's deck a full-on new 30-card deck? That is important to know, because literally, is this going to be the Watcher counter? The Watcher decimates your deck like I like play your last pathetic card, Yugi. It's like, haha, my grandpa's deck has the pathetic cards. Emperor's deck, boom. I want to know how that interaction works, but honestly, this is amazing. Please let me know what you think down in the comment section down below, as well as the fact that obviously, if you didn't know already, shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. I stream on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and honestly, today was an amazing response on my stream, so honestly, thank you to everyone who showed up, and like, it was just honestly got an amazing stream. So tomorrow, I will be streaming with these new cards, building stupid deck ideas, and having a good time, so if that sounds like fun, why not stop on by? BS, I said I do stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. As well as that, there's a Discord link down below if you want to get in there. There is currently the clips competition, the voting. So the video that came out to, which earlier today is for like for you guys to vote on what you want the top clips to be. The top clips get shown at the end of every stream with the winner. Win a £4 Steam gift voucher or in-game Runeterra coin, whichever the winner chooses, and it'll be the top 3 clips that are always shown at the end of the stream. But honestly, thank you all so much. Thank you all so much for the support, for coming here. Everyone who subscribed, everyone who follows over on Twitch. I have the end of year goal of hitting 5,000 followers/subscribers on either, which is on hopefully each platform, and we're halfway there on YouTube. But honestly, thank you all so much. I hope you have a great evening, and until next time, bye.
From flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.